Okay. 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 So I think the night I was made like when I was 18, when I think I was made eternal, like an eternal human being, because there was there's four there's four of us the night we all did the same amount of acid. Well, one's dead, the other one is wherever in Battle Creek. One I'm still friends with. The one I'm still friends with, he's country, as you would want to say, hillbilly. I'm a little bit more hood, gangster, thuggish than him. He's still a big dude. And them country folk, them hillbillies can fight too. But anyway, I talked to him last summer about that night when we was 18. We did that acid shit. He told me what happened to him after all four of us split. We was in a somewhat like gangster hood, and we all just went our own way. It was, it's like we just like fled each other. Well, he said he ended up by train tracks on a big hill on his back. I don't know. I think he said he took his shirt off. He was like on his back. He said I guess he see God and like angels in the sky. That's what, and I guess somehow his parents found him. Somehow his parents found him on a hill by train tracks, tripping out. We all tripped 4.5 hits of LSD. That was his final experience of that night. The final ride, as you would want to say. He was on his back. Well, about the same time, I was in my cousin's room, which is dead. He's dead. He started living that fast life. Ended up on the back of a road bike, and him and his plug ended up in. It was like a Goldwing, like a big road bike. Them old road bike. Ran into a tree, killed them both instantly. I see the pictures the police took. The coroner. His head was split wide open, his blood all over, laid over the bike dead. I had to look because I didn't think he was dead. At the time, don't forget, at the time, I was still in the effects of the LSD. I never thought he was dead, but until I see the picture, I was like, yeah. By looking at the picture, I see both of them dudes, the plug and my cousin, both dead. In the picture, and I visited where the tree they ran into recently. I go there, blaze up smoke, listen to music, just to remember it's my cuz. But what happened to me before, that night, my buddy on the hill, well, I was in my cousin's room in Post Edition on James Street upstairs. And we was all smoking, we were smoking big old joints. We had like 3 fifths of E&J. Oh, I know, it's kind of, yeah. And, well, so we're, after the acid, like about 3 or 4 hours later, I ended up there somehow I got there by myself. I don't know how, but I did. Well, I showed up there. They had like 3 fifths of liquor, E&J, and like a big old zip of weed. Well, once everything peaked out, I stayed in the doorway, and there's probably about 5-6 people. There's a little room about this size. We was in there, smoking and drinking and talking, and they're like sitting around and standing around. And I like had an out of body. This was like a a hood gangster resurrection of your made eternal, not resurrection, but made eternal life. Anyway, I was standing there, and I just somehow I see my arm go up, and I had a gun, and I just the dude that was sitting in front of me, my arm went up, and I had a gun, and I'm just sitting there. I was so tweaking so bad off that acid and the liquor and weed, and I it didn't really happen. It was like in the spirit, and I blew his brains out. That's what I seen. Like, it didn't happen, but I seen it happen. It was like in the spirit. It was like a gangster thug. It was like a gangster thug. What do you want to call that? Like a being made eternal. I shot everybody in that room. I see myself shoot everybody in that room. I blew and I was tweaking off acid and liquor and weed. And their brains were blue, like blood went all over the walls. I was just shooting them. I didn't trip though. I just sat there and watched it. I watched myself walk around and shoot like 5-6 people and blood go all over. Bullets going in the heads and the blood coming out. And I don't know. I just watched it and it didn't happen. I just watched myself shoot everybody in that room and blow their brains out and blood go. And then I walked. Then I turned around. Then my human temple turned around and sat on his bed, and I just looked at the curtains, and he had a big wall of curtains, and it just started. You know how these LED lights like fade in and out colors? Well, the whole curtain was turning different colors, And then, wow. And they all left. My cousin shut the lights out. I asked him to get me some food. He wouldn't do it. He said he had crackers, water. I was pissed off because I wanted some food. Well, I said, I'm going home and get something to eat. I walked down the stairs, out the back door, got out the driveway, and I felt like I was starting to fly. And I turned around, I went back in the house. I didn't shut the door behind me. I left the door open like 3 o'clock in the morning. Went upstairs. I left my clothes on, laid down flat on my face at the end of his bed. He turned the fan on, put some rap music on. They put like 10 blankets over me. Gave me a pillow to put my head. No, they didn't give me a pillow. They just put like 10 layers of blankets on me. And I was like going into cardiac arrest, tremors, shaking. I was like, this was all actually this actually did happen. My human temple just started. I was like my whole body was like jumping, like real, not like it wasn't thrashing. It was just kind of like a vibration, but within me, it was I was like laying down, and then everything about me went out like a light. It was like out like a light. About 7 a.m. I woke up, or I came to, and I'm here now. It wasn't, it was difficult and easy at the same time, but anyway, my buddy's eternal initiation to life and human form was seeing God and angels. Mine was initiation in the eternal life was shooting people I was friends with, and then going into like tremors and shaking and shit slightly, and then waking up. And I'm here now. I love y'all. Stay blessed.